What's up, Yo-Yo? How's it going, my man? Yeah, a couple games. I mean, it's a huge day for football. So both teams to score or the draw. The draw is definitely in play. Have you made any bets? Yes, I have. I just locked it in here. I took a small stab, not a full unit or anything, because it's just not something that I'm not in love with it, but I agree with the line movement of it in a sense. I am taking Fulham here on the draw no bet market here. I found it at minus 120. It's kind of all over the board. I know that DraftKings has like a minus 127. It was up to like minus 135 even at some spots too. But this is a tough one. I mean, going up against Burnley it's never fun to really bet against Burnley. But I think that with the Ben Mee issue, he's out, and that just it really hurts. Like I would be on Burnley, and I think that the line would have stayed with Burnley as a favorite here because of the partnership of Tarkowski and Mee. I mean, it might be the best in this league almost. I mean, it's right up there. That's what they have to work with. And whenever Mee was out earlier in the season, Burnley were getting raked. And Fulham played brilliantly against Everton in their last match, winning 2-0. They're going with an unchanged side here. I don't think Fulham get beat. They lost 3-0 in the reverse fixture, so there's some revenge there. Should I play Burnley first half under a half? Not for me. I'm not really interested. The only thing I'm focusing on, I don't know what the goals are going to be like. That's one thing I'm not really sure. I just think that Fulham is a pretty safe play. I agree with the line movement to make them a favorite here. And it's tough. I mean, we're betting on Fulham here, but they've looked better over the last month or so. I've been, pleased with them. They keep games close. They rarely, I'm shocked that they were beaten 3-0 the last time out, but Fulham went on the road just a few days ago, picked up a 2-0 win. They have drawn with West Brom, not great. Drawn with Brighton, that's pretty good. Drawn with Spurs. They are unbeaten in their last 6 on the road in all competitions. They lost 2-0 to Leicester. That's a different animal. I don't think Fulham get beat here. I'm happy to take a half unit stab at it. See if I can take this half unit and then roll it on over into the Champions League with something else here and try to make some good money today. Barnes anytime. Hopefully not. But he's always in and around the box. He's never a horrible shot, but I'll pass on that one. Fulham pick him on it too. Good, William. Burnley unbeaten in their last 30 home games versus Fulham. Yeah, I mean, it's not something that, yeah, I mean, what does that really mean though? You know what I mean? Like, so they won 3-0 the last time out on the road against Fulham. And then, a few years ago, it was a split series. Fulham got the better of them at home, 4-2. I mean, yeah, it's one that I just see, like, if you want to play the draw, I mean, I think that's fine too. You could play – I've done this before and had a lot of success on it. Is the team that I think is not going to get beat in the draw no bet market. You're taking them in the draw no bet, and you're also playing the draw. If it draws, then – you would win 2 units basically. And if Fulham were to win, then you would basically push your bet essentially. And if Burnley did win, then you would lose both. So it's just something to keep in mind. But I like Fulham here. I think they've got some, like, Lookman is probably the best player on this pitch. Players to be booked, no real feel there. Both teams to score -106. I don't hate it. I mean, I think that this is going to kind of be in the 1-1. I know the line is at 2. I mean, I see there being 2 goals. I don't know if there will be 3. Does me being out shift your look? It's completely shifted my look here. And I was circling in on this right when me went out and had that head collision in the last match. I immediately looked at this line. I was like, Fulham look like they've got a real shot here. They were the dogs then. They've moved to the favorites. I agree with it. That was kind of my feeling here. Fulham draw, no bet. What about first half draw? I don't have a feel for it. It probably does draw, but I have no feel there. Thanks, Josh. Yeah, just try to come on and help a little bit. Let's see if we can take a half unit or so, whatever your stake wants to be. If we can win this one, then we have some 3 o'clock UCL, and see if we can try and, level up here today. Andrew can't look at historical matchups with teams. Exactly. I can't buy into that. Nick Pope is starting. He's a really good goalkeeper. I expect Fulham to put on a decent amount of pressure here. And it's really, will they get past Pope? Because I'm a big fan of Pope. Maybe Fulham or draw and under 3.5. I think that Kelso has that's a good look from Kelso. If you want to have a combination play, I think that is the one that you would do. You would take Fulham on the double chance and the under 3.5 goals. And you would spit out, that's -141. So yeah, I mean, that's basically the same kind of price that we're looking at here. It's very similar. Thoughts on the City game later? I wish I would have taken City a while ago. They were at -185 to open up, and if you look at it with the Calvert-Lewin injury, now it's up to 335. I'm still inclined that City can win this match, winning to 0 at a plus price. It's not something that I really want to go against. I mean, City, just look at what they've done. I mean, winning to 0. They should have probably won to 0 against Liverpool, but there was that penalty. Winning to 0 against Burnley, winning to 0 against Sheffield, winning to 0 against West Brom, Villa, Palace, Brighton, United in the League Cup. Chelsea got a BS goal to make it 3-1. Winning to 0 against Newcastle, 1-0 against Southampton. They just don't concede. Winning to 0 against Fulham. I mean, it just dates back all the way to December, November. They're winning to 0 at a ridiculous rate, and you get it at a plus price. That's where I'm probably going to go. That's a play that I'll probably have if I can win this Fulham bet. I'll probably play it regardless, to be honest, but I'll really like it if I can roll it on over here. I can't resist this under. I have Sevilla parlayed with Porto over. Any leans? Yeah, I'll get to that in a couple hours. I'm going to be back on for the Champions League, waiting to see those lineups. I think I know exactly what we're going to get here. I like Sevilla to be able to go through. Sevilla to be able to go through in the tie. Today, it's interesting that Dortmund are taking a lot of money. I'm not sure if that's just kind of public steam, like the Borussia Dortmund name, and people just aren't realizing how good the Sevilla squad is under Lopetegui. But, I mean, getting Sevilla at a draw no bet today, like, I'm looking at a couple draw no bets here. Basically the same price on Sevilla draw no bet as Fulham. That's kind of where I'm looking here today. Do I think Porto score today? Man, I just don't like this line. This is a classic Juventus European line here. On the road, around evens. It's not a bad bet, but it's not a great bet either. I think Porto could score. but I'm not. That's one that I'm pretty far off of. I'm gonna have to dig in over the next like couple hours and try to figure out something there. Really, am waiting for lineups at 2 o'clock on that one. Need to see what's going on there. Awesome, Josh. Yeah, that'll be great. Yo-Yo FT playing. I'm starting off here with Fulham, draw no bet. I don't think that they get beat. 0-0, says Captain Jackson. Yeah, trying to cap Porto. I mean, it's a mess just for all of us. I mean, really, let's go through. I'm pretty sure some of their league performances haven't been that great. We'll just dive in here. We have 4 minutes, guys. I'll put it here on the board. Fulham, draw no bet. I'm still showing Fulham as a dog on some markets, which is just odd. Fulham, draw no bet. Thanks, Tiny. You're the man. Yeah, Porto been struggling in the league. It is fishy. It's always the classic Juventus line. I mean, we just got to see. Like, I would almost rather be on like Ronaldo anytime than taking Juventus. It's just Messi scored yesterday. Mbappe scored 3. You don't think Ronaldo's going to want to get in on the mix? Let's see what that is at. Probably around minus 150, I'm guessing. Ronaldo anytime. I mean, it's the Champions League. It's when he wakes up more than ever. I always would just, for some reason, rather be on Ronaldo anytime than even taking Juventus. I don't know what it is. I'm just not a huge Juventus guy. Like, I don't think that they're that good. But if they put up the right lineup, plus 115 on Ronaldo anytime. Plus 115. I mean, I think that I would rather have Ronaldo anytime than Juventus. I really do. Like Ronaldo 2.15 versus Juventus at 1.97. So they just never turn up, though. That's the problem with Porto. They don't turn up they get to the round of 16 all the time and they get dusted every time. De Bruyne and Aguero both on the bench for City Day. That's good news for them. Don't need them to win that match to 0. They don't need them. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Ronaldo anytime. Wait till you guys see the striker for Porto today, Merenga. I don't know if you've seen him before, but he is an absolute warthog. This guy is just like, he is a bowling ball. Look him up on Google right now. He is a freaking bowling ball. This guy is so strong. He's pretty good. So, he's interesting, I guess. Just to be able to watch him is kind of fun. He's good. The weather in Porto sucks. Yeah, I mean, so I'm going to take into consideration all that stuff. The match is getting ready to start right now, guys. We're going to go with Fulham, draw no bet, and see if we can carry that on over into some of the Champions League stuff. So half unit, Fulham, draw no bet. Best of luck, guys. I'll be back later, maybe even at halftime.